Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this video. In this particular video, I would like to explain and also give you some information regarding our class, Environmental Monitoring, Surveillance and Analytics for Urban Analytics under the Master Program. So the first step that we need to set up before our class, I would like you to navigate your cursor and then go to the Arduino IDE. So to retrieve the Arduino IDE, IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment. So this is the example of the Arduino software. So I would like you to install this particular software by visiting this link. You can just go to arduino.cc. After that, you are going to be prompt something like this, and then you go to Arduino Home. Under the Arduino Home, you can proceed to the software part. You can click the software of the Arduino followed by the IDE. I may recommend you to download the Arduino IDE, not 2.0, but under down here, we can see that we have the Arduino Legacy. Under the Arduino IDE 1.8.19, so you can download whatever suitable for your operating system. In my system over here, I download the Mac OS. If you are using the Windows, you can download this file or this file. After you download, then you have to install the apps, and then followed by the other instruction. So let us begin to download and see what happens next. Okay, what I have here is the download option. I'm going to visit this window, Win7 and newer, and then followed by just download. After quite some times, then the Arduino IDE are going to download the software. I just wait for a few seconds over here, and after we download, then we are able to install our device. So this is our device. Okay, this is our device that we are going to be using. So just wait for a while. Okay, now I already finished download the file. I'm going to open the file, and after open the file, I can install directly into my PC. So you can see your download file is located around here, which is the Arduino 1.8.19. So I'm going to click yes. So the application's about 114 megabyte. You can download it and then install accordingly. So I'm going to say agree on all the aspects that they need. Okay, and then followed by the Arduino program, the directory of where the installations are going to be inserted. So I'm just going to click the install button over there and then just wait for a while. Okay, in the end of the installation, they are going to be prompt something like this, which is the name of Adafruit Industry LLC port. So you can just go for installation, because this port is very useful for you to enable the ability for the USB connector like this to be communicated with your ESP32 microcontroller. So just proceed with the installation. This is a very important part. So the next one is the USB driver. Also install it. After you prompt installing everything with regard to the use of the Arduino IDE, you are going to be said something like completed, and then followed by close button over here. So as you can see over here, the data or the Arduino IDE is already installed in my Windows machine. So I'm going to open the Arduino. So this is the second step. In the second step, there are some boards that need to be made available. Okay, so this is the first time I open this one, and then they need some sort of Java installer. So you can just click the allow access. Okay, and then the Arduino IDE are going to be open. So Arduino IDE is one of the software that are going to be used to program our ESP32 board. Okay, so this is our board, and we are going to open it after this. After we open it, then we are trying to install the ESP32 board link. Okay, so the Arduino IDE is already open. You can go to the file on the top right over here, top left, followed by the preference, just to make some changes. So the first one is the editor size. I'm going to make it as 20, and then I'm going to display line number. So the purpose of doing this, to ensure that the ability for you to see much more better in terms of the font sizes and so on. Alright, so that is the first step of installing the Arduino. The second step, because the Arduino IDE over here actually not be able to be used due to the fact that the board have no installer inside our IDE. Therefore, we need to install. So to do that, this is a very crucial aspect. Go to your internet browser and then followed by the ESP32 board link. Okay, so please follow it through. You can just go over here, and then under the tutorial name as the installation of the ESP32 board, you can just click the first tutorial from the random nerd tutorial. So under the random nerd tutorial, you can just browse through and then find the link. Okay, you can also follow this tutorial if you want, but I'm going to make it much more simplified version. Okay, so this is the following additional board manager. You can just go and highlight this link, and then you can just copy this link. So the purpose of capturing this link to enable Arduino for installing the new board. Okay, after I copy that one, I'm just going to navigate my cursor into the file, and then followed by the preference. Okay, sometimes the Arduino also are going to be prompt something like this: updates available for some library. You can just click the libraries over there. It's going to be installed whatever dependencies and updates that are available in the Arduino frame or Arduino clouds, and then we just have the much more latest updated version in our IDE. Okay, so next you can just go to the file, followed by the preference. Okay, we have to wait for a while because there are some processing over here. Alright, so they are just going to download the libraries, including the indexes and also other dependencies. So you can just wait for a while and then follow me later. Okay guys, we have the installations and update of the library. So now let us recap the idea. First of all, you can just go to the random nerd tutorial or any search engine inside your browser. Just type here ESP32 board link. After you type this keyword, then one of the idea will be this one, the random nerd tutorial, and then you can just navigate the random nerd tutorial. There is some link which is the formatted as JSON file. You can just highlight the link and then copy the link accordingly. After you copy the link, then you can go to your Arduino IDE, and then you can go to your file and then make some changes. Okay, click file on the top left corner of your Arduino IDE. Okay, my IDE are not responsive at the moment. Okay, I'm just going to repeat it again. Just go to your IDE. So this is the example of your IDE. You can just go to the file and then followed by the preference. Okay, so this is the Arduino followed by the preference. So the menu may be available differently. I'm using Mac and Windows simultaneously, so therefore there are some changes in terms of the graphical user interface. However, the format is the same. If you are using Windows, you can just go to the file over here and then followed by the preference, and then you are going to add the additional board manager's URL. Okay, just go over here and paste the link that we copied just now from the random nerd tutorial. After that, you can just click OK. After you click OK, so the repository or the Arduino IDE are going to be remember the link that you enable inside your preference. And then the next step, go to the tools, followed by the board over here, and then followed by the boards manager. Under the boards manager, we are going to wait for a while because there are some available board and need to be downloaded and configured accordingly. So I may pause the video now so that the system are going to be make more robust. After some times, then you have to type this word, which is ESP32. After you type ESP32 by expressive system, there is some boards manager available for you to be installed. Then you need to click this install button. It may take some times, and also the file are quite big. Therefore, I may suggest you to use the public Wi-Fi or library Wi-Fi, so that it's much more easier during our class tomorrow or during the session. Okay, so I have to pause and then see you again after this. Okay guys, after quite some times, then the ESP32 are already being installed in our packages. So if you navigate over here, you can go back to tools and then go to the boards. You can see there is a menu with regard to the ESP32. So I'm just going to give you the idea over here. So let's say I go to this tools, and then under the tools over here we have the board, and then you should see something like this. You have the ESP32 Arduino. Before this, if you're not doing whatever that I explained to you, you only have the Arduino AVR, whereby I have here is the ESP32. So that is how you want to install the boards using the boards manager in your Arduino IDE. Similarly, if you are using the window, you can just go over here, tools, you can see the board, and then you have the option over here is the ESP32. So this is where we are going to insert our ESP and program it accordingly. Alright, so next, this is the example of our prototype board, or we call it as the ESP32. I already connected with the USB cable, so I'm going to connect it now. So after perform some connection over here, they will prompt some sort of communication. So I'm going to say that I allow this one in my MacBook with regard to the OS under the parallel of Windows. So if you go to the tools over here, you can see there is a port available which is named as the port COM3. So this is purely based on whatever port that you set it up upon your clicking of the device. So due to the fact that I'm using the Windows, so I'm just going to click the COM over here, and then I'm going to share with you how to send a code, a simple code to your Arduino board. So this is the example of our Arduino board. Let me just share it to you. Okay, this is our board. We are going to blink the LED on this board. Okay, so the LED, if I am not mistaken, is located at the pin number 5 over there. You can see this is the pin number 5. Okay, you can see something on the here after this. So let us try that one. If you successfully do that one, that means your board and your computer are happy to go. So I'm just going to go to the file, examples, and then followed by basics, and then just go to the blink sketch. This is the standard blink sketch that are made available in our Arduino IDE. So one of the main changes that you need to change, because you are going to use the ESP32, you can just change the pin mode over here into 5. Okay, so just put 5 over there. You replace the LED underscore built-in with the number 5, and then followed by the tools. Okay, so now we are going to program it. Just go to the tools, go to the board, and then followed by the ESP32 Arduino. So we are going to use the ESP32 development module, which is this one. Okay, just click over there, and then don't forget also to choose your COM port. Okay, just go to the tools again, and then under the tools we have the port, and then you are going to choose your COM port accordingly. So just wait for a while. Okay, because I'm using multiple OS over here, so there's some delay. I'm so sorry for that. Okay, so I have here port port is already being selected, and then my board also is already being configured in such a way like that. So the next step is basically just to click this button. We have the verify button to verify our code whether there is a error or not, and then followed by the upload. I'm going to just upload the board. So you can see there is some status bar over here. After 100%, the successful uploading will be noted over here, whether the upload of the sketch is done or upload of the sketch contain error. So whatever it is, we just wait for a while until it's compile everything and burn the software into the chip of ESP32. Okay, similarly, if you are going to use the Arduino IDE under the Mac, okay, so just wait for a while. The compilation is done. Okay, this is our board. Okay, we just wait. Okay, so it's almost approaching the 100% status of the compiling of the sketch. And then after it's finished compiling, it will upload all the sketch that we write here into our ESP32. Just wait for a while. So what happened here in our Arduino sketch is a basic sketch that instruct the Arduino or ESP32 board to blink the LED at pin number 5 frequently at the interval of 1 second, which is bright the LED for 1 second, and then shut it off the LED for 1 second, and then this one are going to be repeatedly occurred for many times until the end of the power supply that we give to the ESP32. Okay, just wait for a while. I'm so sorry because of this process are quite taking some times. So what will happen, whatever that we program in our computer are going to be compiled, and after the compilation is done, the code are going to be sent through our USB into our ESP32 module over there. Okay, so now the uploading are almost finished, and then they ask you the upload and then the connecting. Under the connecting over here, you can press the reset button or boot button over here just to help the serial port to be connected. Okay, sometimes there is some trouble over here. Don't worry about that because it's usually happen due to the fact that you need to click the reset of the boot button. So I may make a repetition. You can click over here. There is some reset button or the boot button. This is the what we call it as a clone model. Therefore, we need that kind of strategy to enable the program to be inserted nicely in our Arduino IDE. Okay, before that also, okay, let me just remove some of other unnecessarily wire, which is the communication wire over here, RX, TX. Okay, just wait for a while. Okay, so the serial port is still not able to be connected, or the code are not able to be uploaded in our Arduino, which is fine. It's okay. Okay, so what we need to do basically, we need to press the boot button. Not only pressing it, but press for quite sometimes, means that around 3 to 5 seconds until the uploading complete. Okay, I may do that again. Okay guys, let me do some correction. So the pin over here is not number 5. Just now I share with you is number 5, right? I'm so sorry about that. So the pin number is actually number 2, and then you need to click the upload over here. And after you click the upload button, so the compiling are going to be happening. And then during the connection, after this I share with you, during the connection status is done, you need to click the boot button over here. You can see the boot button. You can just press the boot button and then release it accordingly after it's being uploaded into our ESP32 board. So let me share with you the real conditions how to do that. Okay, because of the computational requirement by the system that I recorded the video and so on, there are some delays. I'm very sorry about that. Okay, so now it's going to be indicated something, which is the connecting. After that, do not forget to press this button. Okay, so let us just wait for a while. Okay, so uploading. Okay, connecting, then press. So when I say press just now, I'm actually pressing the boot button. Okay, until it's indicate writing process. Okay, so I just press the button over there just now, and then after pressing that one, I'm going to see that there is some upload into the ESP32 board. So as a result, you can see the ESP32 blinking for sometimes, which is every 1 second. So perhaps you can also play with it. You can just change into 500, for example, to make much more rapid changes in terms of the on and off status of the LED on the ESP32 board. This is a very simplified process. Even though I try to make it the video as short as possible, please accept my apology. I really hope that you all know exactly how to install the ESP32 board and then make it ready to be used in the later discussion on our class. Okay, so the next step is basically the second video. I'm going to talk about how we can install the libraries. Okay, so after this video is the how to install the libraries. So these two videos is very important before you can proceed with the class. Otherwise you may not ready, and then some disappointment will be occur. So I really hope that you install first the Arduino IDE, followed by the board manager. Okay, with that, thank you very much. See you on the second video, which is we are going to talk about the installation of the libraries. Okay, so just to finalize this session, I'm just going to simulate another uploading of the code based on the changes of the time, which is the delay over here. So you can see the changes of the blinking is much more rapid as compared to previous one. Okay, thank you for watching. See you the next video. Bye bye.